Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how I crochet as a lefty. Alright, so I have my 5.5 millimeter hook right here, and I have some yarn. It's just some leftover yarn from a previous project. And okay, so it's nothing too fancy. To start off, you are going to create a slip knot. And everybody does this a little bit differently, but the way I do this is I'm going to take the yarn, okay, just going to take the yarn, and I'm going to cross it over like this. Like I'm making a knot, right? All right, just gonna, got that wrong. Like that, like I'm making a knot, cross the tail end over, okay? And then I'm just gonna go ahead and pull through, okay? And then pull the tail to close. All right, and then I'm gonna insert my hook like that. All right, and now it's on the hook. Now, so to create a chain, all you are going to do, okay? You just wanna, now when you're starting off, your tension is gonna be a little crazy, but your tension will become better over time as you practice. So to create a chain, I'm just going to do a chain of 5, okay? A chain of 5 plus 1 for the turning chain. So to do the chain, I'm going to yarn over, pull through that loop. That's 1, okay? That's what it looks like in the front. That's what it looks like in the back. Now I'm chain over, yarn over, pull through again. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have our chain of 5. Then we're going to do one more, which will make it 6. But this is our turning chain. Next, we're going to skip the turning chain. We're not going to put our hook into that turning chain. We're going to go into this chain space right here. Okay? You want to pull your yarn a little bit just to, check the tension, make it a little tighter. And now we're going to do a single crochet. And to do a single crochet, you're going to yarn over, pull through that first chain space. Now you have 2 loops on your hook, and you're going to yarn over and pull through both. Boom. That's your first single crochet. So we're going to do that again. Insert your hook into that chain space, yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. That's your second single crochet. We're just going to do this down the rest of the row. So yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Insert my hook, yarn over, pull through 2. And that's the end of our row. And at the end of the row, we'll have 5 single crochets. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is how I do a half double crochet. So I'm going to start my row off by chaining 2. 1, 2. This is my turning chain. Then I'm going to turn my work. So I'm not going to go into these 2 chain spaces. I'm going to yarn over first for this half double crochet. And I'm going to insert it into this first stitch, this first single crochet stitch right here. And I'm going through both loops, okay? Just like that. And then I'm going to yarn over the same I would for a single crochet and pull through that stitch. But instead of pulling through 2, I'm going to yarn over again and pull through all 3 loops. And that is my first half double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over, insert into both of those loops like so. Yarn over, pull through the stitch. Now I have 3 loops on my hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3. That's the second half double. We're going to do it again. Yarn over, insert my hook into that stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Yarn over, insert into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. Last one, yarn over, insert into, oh my gosh, that last stitch right there. And I'm going to yarn over, pull through the stitch, yarn over again, pull through all 3 loops. And now we have our row of half double crochet. When I'm doing rows for my double crochet, which is what we're going to go over now, I'm going to start by chaining 3. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to turn my work. Now for a double crochet, there's a couple ways you can do this, but this is the way that I do it. So I chain 3, and that chain 3 counts as my first double crochet. So I won't go into this stitch, otherwise it'll start to make your work flare out, okay? Because it's almost like you're doing an increase, and I'm not doing an increase. We'll talk about increases later. But for a double crochet, you're simply, sorry, you're going to yarn over the same way you would for a half double, but instead of going into this first stitch right here, I'm going to go into the second stitch because it's going to be the second double crochet on the row. And I'm going to yarn over, pull through. Now I have 3 hooks, right? Or 3 loops on my hook, my bad. Yarn over, and instead of pulling through all 3 like you would with a half double, you're going to pull through the first 2 loops like that, okay? Then I'm going to yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops, and that is your first double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through that stitch, yarn over, pull through those first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops, yarn over into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through that stitch, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops, okay? And this is the last one, yarn over, because we're not going into this chain space for the half double. So yarn over, go through that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops, and you have 5 double crochet. Now this will straighten out when you do the next row of whatever you decide to do. You're just going to go into that top chain stitch, and I will show you that right now so you can get an idea with what I mean. So when you're doing your double crochet like this and you start off with that chain 3 space, I'm going to do it again. Chain 1, 2, 3. I'm going to turn my work. So I'm not going to go into this first space right here. I'm going to go into the second one and go 1. Because that chain 3 for me is counting as a double crochet. All right, so the previous row where we did our chain 3 right here, you see right here, we're going to go into these top loops. So I usually just go ahead and work it in there. Sorry for that. Okay, all right. And so we're just going to finish with that last double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over, pull through that chain 3 space, the top of the chain 3, pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay? And then that's what it looks like. So we got our row of single, our row of half, and we got 2 rows of half double crochet. Now, if you don't want to do the chain 3 where your chain 3 counts as a double crochet, you can chain 1 and then do your double crochet into that first stitch. It all depends on you. It's your preference, okay? Don't be afraid to play around with it. If you notice that things are a little bit uneven, that means you may have increase, and an increase is just putting 2 of the same stitch into 1 stitch. That is considered an increase. But yeah, I hope this helps. Definitely drop a comment. Let me know if you like this video. And don't forget to subscribe. And thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.